Hey guys, it's Mike from Just Car People Things, and busy night with traffic here at the house. Have our new to us NC Miata. We've just finished detailing the exterior of the car in terms of cleaning it. So we put a good coat of 303 aerospace protectant on the top. We did a strip down, tear down wash on the car, and that tear down wash means that we actually use Dawn dishwashing soap in our wash bucket, a little bit of it in addition to car wash soap, to really pull everything off the car that we could and start from just scratch, right? And so that's one of the things you're going to want to do is, that was clearly a spot of grease, but go around the car and basically do a quick evaluation of what needs to be touched up. This is a good opportunity to look at things in those bright lights above that you have in your garage, the halo lights, and depending on where the camera angle is, you probably see them in different spots, but you can start picking up, minor hairline scratches in the silver. I can actually catch that with my fingernail, so that might need a little bit of love. You can see some maybe rail dusting, get a feel for sort of, is the car oxidized in any spots? I did notice here on top of this fender across, this is a little bit oxidized. It's probably when the car sat out in the sun probably came right down and was really drilling on the top of this mirror, the top of the hood and door here. And then of course, I'm getting a little bit of that roughness kind of back here and see it a little bit in the silver. So the car's probably going to need a really light polish, maybe an all-in-one product. You could probably use an AIO. It's going to need a new antenna. This thing is starting to go. I've ordered a stubby one. The tires need to be removed and rotated. I'm a little nervous. I actually just took PB Blaster to the lugs. These are open splines on the backside, which makes me a little bit nervous that these might be a little bit corroded on there. So we're gonna take a bar to them, and obviously need to be really careful to not shear a stud or anything like that when we do the rotation. It seems like that these tires have never been rotated. I would say these look pretty worn, and those look brand new. And also these fronts are in really big need of a balance. I don't really love the style of them. You can see the surface of them. They've been driven probably in the winter at some point. Is starting to fail. My gut is this was someone's winter set that they put a set of all seasons on just to get the car sold maybe some years ago. These are 2021 date codes, or no, excuse me, these are 2019 date codes. I looked at them earlier. So these are like 4 or 5 years old. I think they're approaching the end of their life. They're starting to dry rot, crack a little bit. I'll probably run them till another month or two here till we get closer to October, November, and then just buy a set of 16-inch snow tires and have snow tires mounted on there to replace them and just be done with them. Just get rid of them, sell them on Craigslist or on Marketplace. I've got yellow fog lights coming in the mail. The fog lights do work, but I think the yellow would really set off the silver and the accents on the car. The headlights are looking a little rough. I'm probably going to do a light polish on them just for right now, just to sort of bring them back a little bit. But guessing I'm probably going to need one of the restoration kits for them at some point. Cheap fix, they cost about $20. There's a bunch online, the McGuire's one and others. They work great. You'll have to redo them every once in a while, but understand that this car was parked outside. You're going to see that hazing and damage to the plastic. Plastic and UV just aren't buddies with each other. As we do the evaluation around the car on the detailing side, it's important to try to look at it from all angles. And I'm catching stuff. We've got some scratching right here, probably from someone getting in and out of the car. This is really common on vehicles. We've got some scratching inside the door handle here pretty significantly. That's pretty normal too. You can take polish with a microfiber on your finger and even actually work that like that and kind of polish some of those out. It's never going to look perfect, but it's certainly going to look a lot better. I did 303 the top. It's air drying right now, which is why I haven't put it down yet. We'll do the glass before, because that 303 can kind of be residuey. I did manage to get a lot of the black spotting off the vehicle. There's kind of some here. There's some on each side there. And I noticed a spot on the top I'm going to kind of keep an eye on here. This is a little bit of a weak spot. You can kind of see it. That's a wear spot. I'm going to look inside too, on the inside of the top from inside the vehicle. And I actually have some fabric patch, like panel patch for like a tent, some nylon sticky on one side. And if that's getting abraded from the other side, it might just be good to reinforce it. Throw just a little tiny thin piece of nylon on that. You do start to see some of the scratches. I did notice we've got a little bit of a deeper scratch here. Somebody brushed the car with something. This looks like really classic shopping cart kind of damage here. It definitely is thick enough that I'm picking it up with my finger. So touch-up paint's probably going to be order of the day here, or just polishing, then touch-up paint, sort of see how good we can get it. But overall, the car is not in bad shape for 100,000 miles. The paint all appears to be factory. The door jambs turned out really, really nice. It is apparent, you can see the residue here, that somebody did wax or polish the car. At some point, the car, I think a few years ago, 3 or 4 years ago, was sold at a dealer. And my gut is a dealer detailing department went around with like an AIO product and just really touched the whole car up, which is pretty common. But we're gonna let it drip dry here for a minute, and then we're gonna move on, and we're gonna shoot another video about doing some interior work to try to clean the interior up a little bit and go from there. So cheers, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for liking and subscribing. I really like to do an evaluation of a car before I detail it. And I don't think I'm gonna need a clay bar, which makes me pretty happy. I'm kind of feeling this now, and I think that a good polish job will probably really work it out more than a clay bar. If you can take things steps out of the process, by all means, make your life easier. Don't kill yourself trying to go for, this is a daily driver car. It's not this. I don't go for perfection on this like I do maybe on that or that. And so I hope you guys appreciate that and understand it. And if you've got questions, comments, suggestions, anything, I'll take it. Feel free to drop them below, and hit that like and subscribe. Have a great night. Cheers.